Alright, so we let theta be an acute angle such that sine of theta equals 5 pi over 6. 5 pi over 6. Sine of theta equals 5 over 6. Evaluate the other 5 trig functions. So let's go ahead and draw a triangle. I'm going to draw this one in quadrant 1. So here is theta. Here's my right triangle, and it might look something like this. Doesn't matter if it's tall or not, that's not important. In class we said that sine is which two sides? Y over the R. So the y is this side because it's parallel to the y-axis. So y equals 5, and then r equals 6. Class, the missing letter we have here is what? Partner B, tell partner A, how do we find x? Kaylee P, how do we find x? What is the Pythagorean theorem? A lot of you guys might notice that I put my hypotenuse on this side. If you ever asked to find that question that it says like, is it an acute, obtuse, or a right triangle, it sets it up just like that. So now I'm just going to substitute in my values. R is 6. My x value is unknown. And my y value is 5. Class 6 squared? 5 squared? Subtract 25 from both sides. X squared equals 11. To remove the power of 2, you're going to square root of both sides. You have square root of 11, and that becomes x. Remember, it's positive or negative, but because x is a distance, and you also know it's positive because you're in quadrant 1. So x is equal to the square root of 11. Let's put that on our... So what's different about this problem is they give us the trig functions. So let's write that sine of theta equals 5, 6. We need to find cosine, tangent. Class, what's the reciprocal of sine? Cosecant. Class, what's the reciprocal of cosine? Secant. And reciprocal of tangent? Cotangent. Let's get some more letters, and then we can just use our trig functions to figure out the rest. Sean, cosine is which two sides? X over R. Sean, what is our x value? Radical 11. And your R value? 6. I can't simplify that anymore, so that's our answer. So I have 5, 6. Radical 11 over 6. Sophie, which two sides is tangent? Y over x is correct. Sophie, what is our y value? And our our y value is 5. Our x value is? Sophie, how do I rationalize here? Good. In class, that becomes what? Multiply across. 5 radical 11 over square root of 121, which is 11. Don't be tempted to cross off your 11s. This isn't a radical and this one's not, so essentially in some ways they're not like terms. And then the idea of taking the reciprocal, so we know that sine is y over r. In class, cosecant is which two letters? I can just take this and flip it. Does that make sense? So I get 6/5. Okay, you have to be careful over here now. Secant, if you flip it, it'll be what? 6 over radical 11. And then you're going to have to what? If we rationalize, what do you get as your answer? 6 radical 11 over 11. So I have 6 over 5. And then cotangent is which two letters? Okay, be careful. You can flip this. You can flip our answer for tangent and then go and simplify that big thing. Or if you look back here, our very original is right here. So if I flip that, what do I get? Radical 11 over 5. That's a theta, I missed it. So to summarize what we did in this problem, we were given one of the trig functions. I drew a picture, labeled it, used Pythagorean theorem, and then I can find the other 5 trig functions. So it's kind of like they give us a clue as our starting point and I have to find the other 5.